Oh man, we're back again for COFOH Live and Undead. I'm in the field at Chris Lewis's house. Todd was just here helping us, get into the Wi-Fi. You guys got quite the system. Yeah. So for all those uninitiated, COFOH Live and Undead's a live interview series that we do. This is my 10th interview. I feel like I'm getting slightly better. So maybe I won't talk with my hands so much anymore. It's like I still can't figure out the camera. God, I'm such an idiot. But yeah, and then also COFOH, Colorado Festival of Horror. We're working our way to our first event. Next September 11th to the 13th. Oh my gosh. Chris, take it over.
I was like, you should know this.
Right? I should. Shouldn't I?
I know. Do you need to check my website?
I should. And that's what we're here for. Chris Lewis runs a wonderful website called Pop Culture and Halloween Events Colorado. And it features all sorts of wonderful things that happening and like the title says, pop culture, Halloween, horror, right?
Yes.
That's going in Colorado. But before we really dig into that, Chris, how the hell are you?
I'm awesome, Dan.
Good. I love the shirt. You got Ghostbusters. I got Imperial Stormtroopers.
Yeah.
It's not exactly horror, but there's you've got a mode for horror right there.
Yeah. And you just kind of figure out where your mood lies for the day. And Just kind of feeling Ghostbusters today. So.
A little bit of Venkman, huh?
Well,
not so much. Okay, never mind.
At least you didn't go to the girls' Ghostbusters.
Okay.
So
Okay. Yeah. All right. And I think Ivan Reitman's kid is directing Ghostbusters 3.
I believe so.
Yeah.
I've heard a little bit about it.
Okay.
But not too much. But I'm really excited, hoping that they don't ruin it. I'm excited that a lot of the main characters from the original or the actors are coming back. So hopefully they do a good job.
Yeah, hopefully. But so Chris, where do you hail from?
Who I hail from?
Yes.
I'm one of those weird aliens called a native of Colorado.
That is strange.
There's not a lot of us.
No, I think we are a bit of a dying breed.
Yes.
I come from the northern lands where there's lots of flats and cow pies.
My brother.
Your brother.
So the question
I thought you were going to go into it. This is like, my brother also hails from there. We met long ago.
No. So the question is how far north?
Oh, not too far. Greeley, the Greeley area. I grew up in rural Colorado, so that was Crosier. Yeah. Little farming community. At the time, less than 1,000. Now it's booming, and they found plumbing, so that's great. Right?
Kidding me.
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
I know. Now poop goes right downhill.
Yeah. My daughter Mallory, that runs the company with me, she definitely does not want me to let anybody know this. So that's why we're going to put it on Facebook Live. But we were living in
nobody
Kersey.
Watches. Nobody watches. You were living in Kersey?
We were living in Kersey when she was born. She was born at Greeley Hospital. So.
Oh, nice. What? General term of years. What year was it?
Probably 1990.
Oh, 1990.
Yeah.
Oh, she's so, okay, 1990. So how old is she then? So that'd be 29, right?
Yes.
30.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Wow. Okay, I was 14 and still living in Crosier.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
So did you live on a farm out there? Or
No. We.
In town?
In town. It was 2nd Street, just a couple blocks away from my favorite place there, which was the video store.
Yes.
That's where I discovered Monster Squad.
Awesome.
And some of the Sean Young movies you know, she went into like soft corn or something like that. I don't know.
Soft corn, really.
Soft corn, yeah. Tongue tied, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But it was well after the heyday of Dune and Blade Runner.
Sure.
Obviously.
Okay.
Gotcha. But and then across the street, much earlier than that, Distortions had their first shot.
Yep.
So that was pretty cool. So but prior to that, that's where your daughter comes from.
Right, exactly. So
what about yourself?
I was born and raised in Longmont.
Oh, okay.
So I was in the cool town that had cruising.
Oh, nice.
Back in my day, and it's all closed down now and not any fun now.
Oh, no.
Whatever. It was fun when I was there, so that's all that matters.
Yeah.
But yeah, so born and raised in Longmont. Obviously went out to Crosier there for a little while, and I've lived in California. I've lived in Las Vegas for a little while. Always seem to come home. But my most recent venture was over to Australia.
Wow.
I lived in Perth, Australia for 4.5 years.
No kidding.
Yeah, so when Mallory went to college, my husband Todd got an offer on a job. He's a water resources engineer.
Oh, okay, cool.
And he really knows a lot about mining. And the hydrology and stuff about that. So they were needing professional help over there.
Okay.
And so made us an offer that we couldn't refuse, and so we moved to Australia. And it was amazing.
Nice.
It was there was some difficult parts about it, but for the most part, it was pretty amazing.
Yeah, that sounds pretty remarkable. Well, my partner Lisa on COFOH, she was born and raised in Australia.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So of course, when she met Dwight, that it killed everything. She decided to. It's like, apparently USA is where I need to be.
Yeah. Exactly. Yep.
That's great. So what in the website you promote all kinds of events and communities. It's kind of like the online community center.
Yeah.
Is it not?
Todd likes to call it Google for fun.
Okay.
But that's his tagline.
Okay.
Online. But just to kind of give you a little bit of background, just how all this came about. So I was in the corporate world for a long time. I worked for Auto Trader magazines.
Okay.
So that's kind of where all my advertising background comes from. And I just always loved Halloween. That was always my favorite holiday. And it was great when we had Mallory, because then it was another excuse to go trick-or-treating again and do it all over again.
Nice.
And, but so many more, like, even adult type of things have evolved from it. And in Colorado, it's amazing how many different events and everything that we have. But so I started making this list of, okay, we need to go to this trick-or-treat stop, or we need to go to this Halloween party, or whatever it is. And the list just kept growing year after year. So I'm doing this on an Excel spreadsheet. And then my family wants to know. And then friends want my list when they find out about it. And I'm having to update it and email it back and forth. And I'm like, there's a wonderful invention called the internet and websites now.
Yeah.
This could be a lot easier.
Okay.
So I started looking into it, and then it just kind of came to me. I was like, you know what, I can actually make a business out of this with my advertising background. I can provide basically information to my community that won't charge them anything, so they don't have to waste hours and hours trying to figure out what's going on in town. Now they can go to one spot, figure out what's going on, and it doesn't cost them anything. It's not costing them a bunch of time. So where I make money is on the advertising on the website.
Oh, okay.
So what I do is I put a free listing of everything that's going on. So Mallory and I sit at a computer all day long doing internet searches on all of the different types of events that could be going on, and then we load those into the website. So it's
nice.
really, what we're trying to do is make sure that we've got as inclusive of a website as possible.
Okay.
So it all started off with Halloween.
Yeah.
But then my husband woke up the comic book monster.
Oh. Well, and speaking of which,
yeah,
oh my gosh,
yeah,
there's the backdrop here is just fantastic
with
all the books and collectibles.
I'm a pop collector, but we've actually found some Valiant pops. So
nice.
Me on a custom made. So yeah.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, so it all started off as Halloween, and then we started going to the Comic-Cons. And if you're lucky enough to go to the right Comic-Con, there might be a little bit of horror at the Comic-Con.
Yeah.
And
a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah.
You know, and then I started figuring out, you know, I was never really big into comics. That wasn't my thing growing up.
Oh, okay.
But I discovered horror comics.
Yes.
And I went, oh, I instantly fell in love. So my first series that I read all the way through was Hero Candy.
Oh, nice.
Colin Bunn.
Yeah.
Yep. So he is my main author. I'm a huge Colin Bunn fan. So.
Didn't he just put out like a collected anthology on a Kickstarter? I think I got that.
Yeah, and actually he just announced today that they're going back to Hero County. They're going to do another series. So
nice.
I think it's supposed to be more of a prequel kind of story, but we'll see.
Nice.
So, but I was really excited to see that. So we started figuring out, geez, this whole comic thing and collectibles and Halloween and horror and costumes. It all kind of intertwines nicely.
It
Together.
does. Yeah, it's. I tend to find that it's the same or similar audience that kind of cross-pollinates.
Right.
And then also, you know, the different genres and modes tend to, you know, inform each other too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's Ghostbusters, you know, a little comedy, a little bit of horror elements.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think it's really, you know, it was an easy sell, I guess you would say, for me to go, okay, I need to now make this a year-round website.
Oh, yeah.
And include the pop culture part of it.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what we've been spending this last year on, is just kind of educating people that we've now got the pop culture end of it on.
Okay.
Now that's a very broad
very much
section. So people ask me, well, what do you know, what does that include? The real answer, anything that I think is cool, that's what goes on there. That's the real answer.
As it should be, because you're here the curator.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. The website is your gallery. You get to curate. It's like, this is what I would. This is what you would, you know, like to see or like to participate in, and you know, yeah, chances are there's somebody else out there that would like to do that as well. Or has similar interests. Yeah.
So we've tried to figure out all of the different popular type of categories that there would be. So, like under pop culture, of course, we list all of the different Comic-Cons that are going on, all the sci-fi conventions, steampunk. We're starting to get a pretty large steampunk population here in Colorado.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
So that seems to be growing.
And isn't there like a steampunk convention too? There used to be.
Yeah.
Well, at least there used to be one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think there's They do a steampunk like festival.
Mhm.
It's in a mountain town. Look at the website, you'll be able to find it. But yeah, and I think there's a new one that's actually starting up in Littleton.
Oh, okay.
That's supposed to be. I think it's on a smaller scale, but they're just starting up this year. So
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is great. So people can use this as a directory tool to kind of figure out what they want to do. Is it? Do you tend to focus on like children friendly stuff, or is it just specifically it's stuff that just catches your eye?
Yeah. See, I'm trying to kind of stick to the categories that we've created, but
Okay.
a lot of things can go into those categories. So, you mentioned kids. We've got all the family-friendly type of Halloween stuff on there. So the pumpkin patches and the corn mazes and the trick-or-treat stops. So we research all of those. But then we've got all of the adult type of stuff too. So if you're looking for the Halloween balls and parties, I actually found that a lot of the like murder mystery type of things. So we've actually got a category under our, I believe it's under theater or movies.
Nice.
We list all of the different dinner theaters if they're doing like a murder mystery or
at a mystery theater.
Exactly.
I think that's on Federal.
Yeah.
26 or something.
Yeah.
Nice.
Exactly. So Stanley Hotel up in Estes, they've been doing a murder mystery dinner series for a while now.
Cool.
So, but yeah, we also list, let's say you want to go on a ghost tour or, something that might be a little more history oriented. We try to list all of the different tours that are going on in the state. So anything from the madams, from way back when to, what's the new latest haunted spot that everybody's talking about that they may be doing a tour at.
Nice.
So, yeah.
And what is the latest hot spot that everybody's talking about?
Well, we probably need to ask Brian that with Rocky Mountain Paranormal.
Yeah, and he does a lot of tours himself, right?
He does.
Him and his partner.
Yeah. He's doing something really cool because he's actually going to schools now and actually like giving lectures on a bunch of different subjects, like what's really involved in a paranormal investigation, or what are the ghost stories of Colorado, or, that type of thing. So you can actually get him invited to your kid's school and they'll come do talks. I think he's doing talks at libraries as well. So
does he do kid parties?
I'm sure if you pay him enough.
Excellent. As long as he does balloon tricks, man, he can come to my kids' party too. Luckily, I don't have kids.
I think the biggest thing that I've heard him say though is the melting pot.
Oh yeah, okay.
Not haunted.
Oh,
a lot of people say that that's one of the haunt spots in Littleton, and he says, not happening.
Have you tried their fondue?
Oh,
it's haunted.
Yeah.
That's what my intestinal tract, says. This is haunting. I know. Well, we'll get through this together, there, buddy.
Well, I'm going to put in a little shameless plug for Melting Pot, though, because they actually are one of my customers.
Oh, okay.
So
I take that back. It wasn't haunting. It was a delightful experience.
He meant it in a good way. But they do so many cool things over the Littleton Melting Pot. So for the kids, they do a superhero or a fairy princess type of fondue parties. So they have people come in costume, and you can bring your kids in costume and do a fondue party with them.
That's sweet.
Yeah, and then I think it's on Tuesday nights. They do magical kids nights, so they've got roaming magicians going through.
Oh, that's cool.
And it's more of like a family-friendly night to bring your kids there.
So we don't have to ask Brian to do any balloon animals.
No.
That's probably good. It's probably good.
Yeah,
You're off the hook, Brad.
Not necessary. So, but they do lots of cool things during Halloween too. They have a daily costume contest. So if you
cool.
and your significant other want to dress up and go have a fancy horror date, you know, that's you could actually win free dinner.
Yeah, I don't think me dressing up and melted cheese really mix. You know, I'll dip that tie or something, or my cape probably.
I was
more so than the kids.
I was going to say chocolate, but let's not go there.
Yeah, that's true. I'm definitely allergic to chocolate. It'd be an interesting night. It's like, oh, what color is Dan tonight? That's great. That's a healthy blue. Yeah. Yeah, you know of my weaknesses, my kryptonite. That and nuts.
We're not going there, Dan.
Yeah, we shouldn't. We shouldn't. That was a dark road. It was a dark path that we crossed. Let's go back to that fork.
Yeah. So, but yeah, the melting pot does have a lot of cool things during Halloween. They do like where they've got a lot of people that dress up as witches and try to do a bunch of special menus and stuff like that for the holiday season. So it really is a cool place to hang out at Halloween time. So.
You mentioned starting the website around Halloween, around trick or treating, right? What growing up, taking Mallory, excuse me, to go trick or treating. What was like some of your favorite neighborhoods, to go do that? Because that's something that me as an adult, like I never, other than when I was a kid, there's not something that I really thought about. But my girlfriend and I, she owns a house downtown, so we tried doing trick or treat, down there. We got dressed up in Big Buddy outfits because that's fucking frightening.
Yes.
And like nobody can. So we even got on a neighborhood little list of like safe houses. That sounds bad, safe houses. Neighborhood friendly houses, where you're not going to get, stuff in your candy. Yeah. And then we found out that our neighborhood over like near Southlands Mall, Smoky Hill Road, that area, tons of people came out. It's like, why didn't we just go do that? But yeah, growing up with your daughter and stuff, what was like some of the neighborhoods and some of the memories that really stuck out?
Yeah, well, for me as a kid growing up in Longmont, I really think just the whole trick-or-treating experience is what got me started down the horror road and my love of horror. But there was a house down the street from us that threw a very big Halloween party every year, and they would make the trick-or-treaters like walk through the house, and everybody was in costume. But I mean, when you're kindergarten, it's kind of scary.
Yeah.
So it was one of those things where it's like, okay, I got to get my nerve up, and if I want the candy. But it was just cool. And my mom always made candy apples or popcorn balls. And that kind of stuff seems to be gone now.
True.
So I tried to bring that back a little bit when we started with taking Mallory trick or treating. What we would do is we'd make homemade treats for like the neighbor kids that we knew, so that they knew these are safe. But for the other kids, we always do treat bags. So you don't get just a little candy bar and a goodbye. You get a treat bag full of a big variety of different candy at our house.
Nice.
And then as Mallory got older, she was basically too old to trick or treat anymore, so she'd hang out on the front porch dressed up. And her favorite story is she was laying out in the front yard, pretending to be a dead zombie or something like that. And she rose up and scared this little boy, and he literally beat her with his candy bag. It was awesome. And she's like, it's okay. Calm down. I'm not going to hurt you.
No, you scared me.
And
You have to
he's like,
die.
No,
Yeah.
you're going to die. So,
Oh.
yeah, it was hilarious.
Oh,
But-
enjoy this, Mallory. We're talking about you. Oh, man.
Yeah.
I was going to say,
Payback.
yeah. Yeah, 29's a little young to go a little too old to go trick or treating.
Yeah, but now she's got a daughter of her own,
Oh.
so she gets to go do it.
That's
so,
cool.
Yeah. So, but you were asking me about places that we really
Yeah.
had a lot of fun at. When she was younger, one of the best experiences I think we had was either going to the Children's Museum.
Oh, okay.
Because they've got like a little trick-or-treat street that you go through, and they've normally got different activities set up and that
Nice.
type of thing, so that was a lot of fun. Or the Denver Zoo.
Oh, okay.
Now, I totally recommend it back then. It's not that I don't recommend it now, but there's not as many stops, because we
Okay.
took my granddaughter to it last year. There didn't seem to be as many stops and activities going
Okay.
on. And to be honest with you, there was just a huge horde of people. And when it gets to be too many people,
Yeah. it's
I'm
not fun.
not having any fun.
Yeah.
So then you're just kind of trying to shove your kid up there to get their candy and move on.
Yeah.
You're not enjoying the experience. So I would say if you're going to go to Denver Zoo for trick-or-treating, go during early hours, before the big crowds show up and that type of thing.
When the animals are still putting on their costumes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Good.
Yes.
Good.
Yes. So, other places, we did mall trick-or-treating. That doesn't seem to be as big of a thing now. I think a few of the malls still do it. I know South Glen.
Okay. I've never heard of this.
Yeah, South Glen Mall area will do a trick-or-treat street, and I think over, what's that area over by the Alamo in Littleton? What's that called?
Oh, Aspen Grove.
Yeah, Aspen Grove. I think they're doing it as well.
Oh, great.
But yeah, so, lots of different trick-or-treat areas, but, when you get older or you don't have kids,
Yeah.
trick-or-treating doesn't matter. Unless you go to Disneyland.
Oh, okay.
Have you been to Disneyland at Halloween?
No, not at Halloween. Just as a little kid. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
you need to go as an adult.
Okay.
It is amazing.
Really?
So Mallory and I flew out to California a few years ago and decided to go for Halloween. It was one of our bucket list things. They literally give you a bag, and they have so many trick-or-treat stops all around the park.
Okay.
And they don't just give you a piece. They put in a whole handful into your bag. You've got candy spilling out everywhere.
Nice.
And
As you
it's
should.
just cool because you're not being judged as an adult.
Okay, yeah.
Being there.
Yeah.
And it's like, wow, okay, I can go trick-or-treating, and this is cool. And
You're dressing up and
Oh,
everything?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
And they do the Haunted Mansion ride. They always change it over to Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. So it's really something to see.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
Is your website also like with the trick or treating? Is it kind of a nice navigational tool for parents to see like what neighborhoods and what areas to go trick or treating? It's fun and safe, for the kids. Because I noticed too, like a lot of parents will, especially at the end of October, sun's going down, faster for some reason. I don't know. Yeah. But quickly, like right after school, they're off trick or treating with the kids because come 6 o'clock, it's dark out.
Yeah.
Can your website be used as a nice informational tool, for parents?
Yeah.
In that respect.
Yeah. The biggest thing with the website is, so if you're just looking for trick or treating, then there's a category for trick or treating.
Nice.
And then the way the website works is whatever the next event coming up in date order is how it shows up on there. But then there's also a page, a map page. So if you're looking for a particular area, you can go to the map page and just blow that up and say, oh, okay, what's happening, you know, in these 3 little spots or whatever it is that you're looking for. So
yeah, as I kind of think about it too, like you've got all these different little neighborhoods, and they all have like their own little neighborhood website. It'd be interesting to partner with them. It's just like, hey, you know, if this, you know, seems a little dead over here, you know, come on over to Littleton, or come on out to this area of Lakewood, you know, where there's a lot of people out there, and they're all looking out for each other, or they're all having fun, and you know, and there's a street band out there, but don't look into their eyes because they're dead eyes.
Well, here's the thing is that's where social media comes in as a great tool.
Okay.
So, you know, if there's something last minute going on, that's when we try to bring our Facebook page into it and say, hey, this is, you know, happening right now, or you know, if you're thinking about coming to this event, you definitely need to get down here. I try to do a lot of Facebook Live videos at the events that we attend, so that you can kind of get an idea of what's going on down there before you get there.
That sounds pretty cool. You know, come that time, let us know so that we can share that that live feed onto our page. Yeah. And you know, if anything, you know, it's just something more informative to kind of showcase all the cool stuff that's going on in Denver.
Right. Exactly.
What about like haunted houses? You know, what's your favorite, and then what is there anything like new that you're really looking into? Because like Denver and Colorado are really well known for haunts.
Yes, absolutely. So we list all of the haunted houses that are in the state. If you're looking for the scariest, of course, that's always going to be subjective to the participant. But
what's one that you think is the scariest that you enjoy?
I think the best one that I've been to is probably 13th floor.
Okay.
And that's just mainly because they do a lot of more Hollywood style theatric.
Oh, okay.
You know, makeup and sets and
credits.
Yeah, right.
Musical score.
Right.
Better editing.
Yeah. Do you know Kevin?
Kevin.
He
Ward? Or
maybe he was on Face Off.
Yeah, Kevin Ward. I interviewed him on this show a couple. Like last month, maybe?
Yeah.
So, because he's got the TV series Bored as Hell that's on YouTube that he's produced. They're just rolling out their 2nd season. So, I highly recommend it because, you know, if you like really hard R, horror, and raunchy comedy, definitely go check it out.
Yes. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's good for the whole family. No, it's not. No, don't listen to me, kids. Oh, it's too late. We lost today's youth. I'm done. Fuck this. I'm back. Okay. Pee break. That was quick. No, there's a cup on the side. We're fine. All right, I know. It's so bad. Thanks for inviting me over to your house.
Yeah.
That stain in the carpet's not me.
Yeah, I was going to say, I know I have a puppy in the house, but you weren't supposed to imitate what
the puppy.
He's doing.
Yeah, it's I tend to see animals as my role model.
Yeah.
Yeah, little puppies that have really bad bladder control, those are my spirit animals.
That doesn't surprise me for
some
reason.
I know, right? It's all the caffeine. Shoots right through me.
It's all the coffee.
It's like it's a black dart of energy.
Oh,
I know, you're screwed now. I'm getting old.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
So haunted houses. So 13th floor. You were talking about Kevin. Sorry to derail that.
No, I was just saying. I think he worked at 13th floor. Or he does or did or something. I don't know him. I just know him from Face Off, and I saw him at 13th floor. So hi, Kevin.
he's him and a couple other artists. I think Brandon is it Hobbit? Elise will correct me. I'm sure Brandon, if he's watching, he'll probably correct me too. And then Zach Hennessy, who I actually went to art school with. They're in the prop shop right now at Elitch's, getting ready for the Halloween. So if you go to like Elitch's and are friends with those people, they've been posting all kinds of amazing photographs of their work. They got a big installation, some monstrous installation going on, being put up at the entrance of Elitch Gardens, because it's no longer Six Flags.
Right.
It's back to being just Elitch Gardens.
Yes.
Is it home owned again, locally owned,
Well,
or is it a number?
I've heard a rumor. Should we talk about rumors?
Oh, rumors! Ooh.
The rumor is that the land has already been sold to a developer, and that the park literally may not be no more.
Oh man.
Yeah, bummed me out too, because I love going to Elitch's,
Yeah.
especially at Halloween time.
So are they gonna Are they looking at some place to just relocate? Maybe.
That I haven't heard. I'm thinking maybe it was just a business deal and they cashed out, but we'll see. I would think we have to have an amusement park of some sort.
Yeah.
We've got to have something, right?
We still got Lakewood, I mean, and that's a place that's
Terrifying.
It's terrifying. Yeah, it's definitely it's got that kind of weathershed charm to it. And actually that was the last amusement park I was at. It's just getting banged around on the roller coasters. For me, that was fun. Yeah, I mean I got bruised hips and everything.
Yeah.
And
It's a lot of fun wondering if you're gonna die before it's over.
Well, I think that's the natural fear of going on a roller coaster. It's like, am I going to live? Am I going to die? It's the excitement.
I don't worry about it unless it's lakeside.
Okay.
Because I know how long it's been standing.
Yeah.
But,
for eternity.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
No, I enjoy both of them. But yeah, Lakeside was the last one I was at. And I haven't been to Elitch's as it stands. Last time I was there it was a Six Flags.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
yeah, I'm kind of curious to see what it's going to be like at Halloween time this year now that it's not Six Flags, because they used to have, people walking around, zombies, and they'd have the lights and the fog and, different sets set up throughout the park and different haunted houses and I don't know. I wandered around and drank beer, so but that's my fun activity.
What do you like to do? My ride is the beer. Todd's driving.
Right.
Yeah. Did you hear that, Todd?
Here's a zombie passing by. Would you like a drink?
Would you like a drink of this? Because I can't finish my own beer. I need some undead help.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah.
Oh, nice.
So, speaking of drinking, though.
Oh, okay.
So we talked a lot. Well, yeah. I just want to get to the important stuff. That's
Oh.
all I'm saying.
Are you interviewing me now? We gotta, or it's like there's topics that we need to hit.
Well,
Yeah.
I just want to give something for the adults. We talked
Okay.
a lot about trick-or-treating.
Oh, true.
So, besides haunted houses, there's a lot more to do as an adult at Halloween time. One of the really cool things is the bar crawls.
Okay.
So, this is actually not only a Halloween thing now,
Mhm.
it's a year-round thing.
Oh.
And they're starting to do all different types of things. So, during Halloween time, they've got a onesie bar crawl. So, you said you had your bunny suit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so I'll see you down there.
Oh, apparently so.
All right.
Elise, you got that? We're getting dressed up as bunnies. We're gonna go to the bar.
Right. Exactly.
Apparently I'm driving.
But they do like a Harry Potter themed one.
Is there a onesie Harry Potter? Can you get a onesie?
Well,
I guess you
no,
can.
that one's not a onesie.
Oh,
it's just
should
a
be.
Harry Potter bar crawl.
It should.
I don't know.
Some of those cloaks are basically onesies.
Yeah, basically.
So like, there's is it Snape or Snipe or whatever?
Snape. Yeah.
Snape. Okay.
Yeah.
Poor Alan Rickman. I love you. I miss you.
So,
he was basically wore a big cloaked onesie. It's the same
exactly.
kind of. I think it had a little patch in the back where you could go poop and stuff. Little flannel, right? Because the onesies should have, right? Is that how what a onesie is?
Yeah, but I don't know that they all have flaps.
Oh,
but,
okay. They don't. It's not a requirement.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So,
Fashion tips.
yeah, there you go. Don't get them from me.
No. Don't ask me either. Clear, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
But yeah, they've got all different themed bar crawls going on now.
Okay.
So if you're a fan of The Office,
Oh,
they do
nice.
one for that. There's a zombie.
Zombie crawl.
Yeah, zombie crawl.
Yeah, that
So-
one's huge, right? Because that's in October.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's. I think at one point they were drawing like 30,000 some people, or so they say.
Mhm.
I think the cops down there probably thought so.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah.
It really is huge.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's the biggest in the nation, but I'm sure it's
I
up there.
yeah. I think at one point it was. I'm not sure if that's the case anymore. Yeah.
So, but yeah, there's all kinds of fun things to do as an adult. And, I think the biggest thing that I've got on my bucket list that I've not been able to do is go to the Stanley Hotel Shining Hall.
What? They have a shining ball? Okay, tell me more.
They do. So actually, the Stanley Hotel puts on two different masquerade balls. One's more of a typical old-fashioned Halloween masquerade ball, and then the other one is actually themed to The Shining.
Oh, okay.
So, but it's, kind of a spendy ticket,
Sure.
and I haven't convinced myself if I'm ready to stay the night in the Stanley.
Have you ever stayed the night in the
I
Stanley?
have not. So,
I took a Elise there for her birthday back in June.
oh,
It was
yeah.
great. We just did one night over there. And, kind of walked around the town and stuff. Just hung out. It was really nice. The ghosts were surprisingly gentle. Yeah, turned down service. It's good.
That's good.
Yeah, they all left mints. I think there were mints on the pillow. Yeah.
No bloody scenes or.
No
anything like
ectoplasm,
that.
nothing
Okay.
like that.
Alright.
No
That's
bloody
good.
scenes. No twins in the hallway.
Oh,
you know.
That's kind of a bummer. I would
Nothing
wanna
like
see
that.
the twins.
Oh yeah. Come play with us, Danny. Well, okay.
Now you know that Dr. Sleep
Yeah.
is coming out.
Coming
so
out.
I am so looking
Are
forward
you?
to that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm interested to see, how that goes about because I grew up with, Kubrick's The Shining.
Right.
I don't think I ever really read the book. Elise kept reminding me that the book's, more about, focusing on Danny, and then, the film focuses more on Jack's character.
Right.
And so that was always interesting. Interesting enough, where I work, they shot a good portion of the TV miniseries with, I think was it Peter Weber, The
Yeah.
Shining, when
Mhm.
King was, I think, more behind that one.
Oh, definitely.
Supposedly
He
it
hated
was-
the first one.
Yeah, I saw bits and pieces of the miniseries, and it's just like, but yeah, they built out the sound stage and to facilitate a lot of that miniseries apparently.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm interested to see what Dr. Sleep, Kubrick's The Shining is a hard act to follow.
It is. I did read the book for Dr. Sleep, so
How was that?
I'm actually a really big Stephen King fan. That's probably my number one. I have a small section right
there it
here,
is.
so this is my one little shelf.
There's
I
a
did.
Stevie, and then there's Creepshow and
Oh,
Oh
yeah,
my gosh.
and Mallory, your
Different
H.P.
seasons.
Lovecraft book is here. If you didn't know that. Oh, there's Dr. Sleep, the audio book right there.
nice,
But
cool.
yeah, so I really dig all of Stephen King's stuff, but I thought the book was excellent.
Oh, good.
The problem is when I read the book before I see the movie, then I get really worried about what did they change and how well are they going to stick to the
Yeah.
story and
Yeah.
that type of thing.
Well, and I think I mean it's hard to kind of divorce your your expectations for when translating something from one medium which you enjoy and have invested, especially with the book, because you have to invest time.
Yeah.
You have to have dedication, and the book has to really grip you, to keep you there,
Right.
to hold your attention.
Yeah.
It's in some respects, it's each time you pick it up to get from chapter to chapter, it's basically auditioning for that love.
Right.
And whereas a movie, granted it's like it tended to be a 2-hour time span, it has to put up less of an effort. But at the same time, because like how long does it take you to read a book? Like something like that?
It takes me a long time. I'm not a fast reader. Now, my husband, on the other hand, he can read a book in a couple of days, a couple of sittings, and he's done. But
might take
takes,
you weeks, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and movie takes you 2 hours. So when you're translating it from like the book to film, I mean you're never going to get that translation. At best, you can get what I would term as an essence. So like more of the mood and the feeling and conveyance of like those story beats that really kind of gripped you with the book.
Yeah.
But it's never going to be accurate because your imagination is so much more powerful than I think what gets displayed before your eyes. So the best I can do is that essence. I think that's something that I really learned with watching like back what was it? It's 2019 now. So back when like Fellowship of the Rings, when the film came out.
Oh yeah.
I was like, wow, that was so good and so engaging. Like for me, the films that followed it were all very good too, but just slightly less so.
Yeah.
Still some of my all-time favorite cinema.
Yeah.
But the books were amazing, but they still managed to keep a lot of those beats. Yeah. I can't say that for The Hobbit.
No, because that was a big miss for me.
Yeah, it's when it turned into,
because that was one of the first books I ever read.
Yeah. When it turned to like a young adult, basically a children's novel essentially, that was one singular book, and then expand that to 3 movies, each one like 3 hours. That's almost maybe 180-page scripts there. Right. Of like bloated. And the film it felt like a video game. It was like, man, why am I watching Avatar again? Yeah, clearly not a fan. But I love the Smurfs.
I was gonna say, is it just all blue people or just? No.
I love Blue Man Group. Okay. I enjoyed Dr. Manhattan from Watchmen, and the Smurfs. I think the Smurfs are more compelling drama.
I love the Smurfs.
As the Saturday morning cartoon.
Yes,
it's more believable, even though they're flatter.
I hear you.
But better written.
Well, you know what I thought was really well done though. Did you watch the new It movies? Yeah, Elise and I went and saw Chapter 2 this last Friday. I really enjoyed the first one. I thought it was really cohesive, and the relationships with the kids really seemed to gel. That's something I really liked. I really liked how Pennywise was portrayed, and Billy Skarsgård really made that character his own. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. No, I really enjoyed it because even though I'm a fan of the Tim Curry original, it's iconic. They didn't go into depth about Pennywise being a shapeshifter. It was just scary clown dude. That was it. Pretty much, yeah. And then they missed so many details between the kid's story and the adult story. Mm-hmm. And so I think by breaking it up into the 2 movies, they really brought brought out those details, and I was really happy with it.
Yeah, I certainly enjoyed the second one. I especially enjoyed Bill Hader's performance and the actor that played, what was the kid with the inhaler?
Oh,
Eddie. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I really enjoyed that actor as an adult's performance too. Like those two really gelled, and I think they actually had like really good on-screen chemistry. I think the rest of the cast, and granted, this was the big thing, was the fact that everybody else except for the librarian, moved away.
Right.
They developed like some kind of group amnesia. It took them a while to like kind of collect their thoughts and their memories, I should say, and be able to reconnect with that group on such an intimate level. So it took a while, and it's just like, oh, well, it's kind of a theme now. So maybe it's a conscious decision that, it didn't feel like they gelled as much. But it's a great movie, regardless.
Yeah.
It's still really solid, horror movie. Skarsgård's still creepy as ever. It's interesting to go back and see, how he was able to naturally perform a lot of aspects and not have to use CG.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
And there's a number of little like visual nods, I thought, to like John Carpenter's The Thing and stuff in there.
Yes.
So I thought that was pretty fun. So yeah, if you have the time, definitely go check out the was it It Chapter 2?
Yeah.
And then I guess look out for Dr. Sleep. So yeah, you're a huge Stephen King fan.
Yes.
I just recently heard that King and his son Joe Hill. Oh, that's interesting. King Hill. Anyway, are doing a line of horror comics with DC Comics. Yeah.
Oh.
So and our friend
See, I've been working on the website, so I don't get the latest.
Oh well. So let me inform you. But Joe Hill was just wrapping up. I think the second volume of The Cape with our local friend Zach Howard. He's
Awesome.
the illustrator that works with Joe on that series for IDW.
That's awesome. I'm going to have to check that out. Isn't Joe coming here to the Tethered cover?
He might have already come and went. I know we posted it. I think we posted it like a month ago. Okay. So I thought it was like last month, but
it should
probably double check.
It was on my website. I just don't remember it.
Oh, well, it's on your website. Probably just go back and
it either is or was or
okay.
Yeah.
So it might be archived at this point.
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
So it sounds like you're able to have a good time. I mean, and just geek out on this stuff.
Yeah. I mean, if we're kind of going back to the website and what we're looking at, just anything. It could be cartoons. So, like, I put a lot of the movies that the Alamo is showing. So they'll pop out a lot of the different cult films and things like that. So I'll list those on the website so that people know that those are coming. It's not all about just the conventions. And actually, there's also a business directory that's on there.
Oh, good.
So if you're looking for a local artist, they're listed.
I don't know why she's thinking this. You know me. I just What are you doing? I'm illustrating in chocolate pudding again. That's her son. He's so talented.
That's one of the big things that we really take pride in with the website is keeping it local. So we're trying to help support the local artists. We're trying to help support the local authors and anything that we can do to help put your work in front of other people that I'm sure you know what I mean when you've got the con crowd. There's
Yeah.
there's those of us that go to these things all the time, and we all kind of know each other.
Yeah.
But then there's a family, or teenage millennial couple, or so just people that don't normally go to these cons, and they show up and go, wow,
Yeah.
what is this?
Yeah.
We want to make sure that we can do everything that we can to introduce them into that world and say, wow, look at all these cool, amazing, talented people that we have right here in our own backyard.
Yeah, that's wonderful. I think, especially in horror around Colorado, I mean, it's actually a pretty big group, and it still feels like there's this disjointed aspect to it. There's a lot of things to do, but it's still very spread out, and a lot of people that travel in the same circles still don't know each other, don't connect.
Right.
So it's I noticed that like creatively, I could say the same thing about like the art crowd like 15, 20 years ago, but now it's like everybody seems to be very tightly knit and meshed. And then the same thing with music; everybody knows each other.
Right.
But film is another one that just hasn't gotten its footing yet. It feels like. So I think like horror is just slightly above there, but there's so many things going on, and so many amazing people doing wonderful things in that genre, and which is absolutely wonderful. And then you can compare it to like the pop culture Comic-Con crowd, which is just massive because it appeals to such huge demographics.
Right. Yeah.
And I think horror can be that way too. I mean, I guess one instance is you see what like popular mediums like novels and film can do, and they can almost match returns as like the superhero films did.
Right.
Certainly, chapter 1 and 2 can go toe to toe with Please go to toe with Spider-Man any day. Oh my God, I'm kind of tired of those movies. Anyway, but
well, they got sold, right? Sony?
But no, Sony still owns it.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just the deal between Sony and Marvel has expired, and they decided not to renew. Right. Yeah, so they decided to go with the Nat Geo subscription instead. Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
No more Spider-Man.
But there'll still be Spider-Man. Just won't interact with Iron Man's corpse anymore. Right. Exactly. Yeah. It's like But speaking of which, maybe there'll be like a Marvel zombies film, and Stephen King can write that script.
That would be awesome.
That would be fantastic.
I would watch that superhero movie.
Right? Me too. What am I talking about? I watch them all. Because I don't have a filter or a censor.
Them, not my favorite.
Okay, yeah.
Some of them.
Maybe Todd's.
For sure. He's very excited because he's Mr. Valiant.
I know. Look at these boxes.
Yeah, so they're finally coming out with a Valiant movie.
Bloodshot, right? With Vin Diesel.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
where's that trailer? Come on, guys.
It's not Marvel.
Oh, true. Yeah, Sony's putting that out, actually. Come on. I mean, if you learn anything from Spider-Man, you can apply it to Vin Diesel.
Right. Exactly.
Maybe Vin Diesel's like a teenage boy, and he's having puberty issues, and, that's Bloodshot, so he probably shoots things, right? So he's like, bloody spider. No, it doesn't work. Never mind.
No.
Todd's just like sitting down there, probably just rolling his eyes, like, have I taught you nothing, Dan? Have I taught you nothing? And true, no, you haven't. True to form, I am dense.
Or he talked her ear off and nothing was sinking. It's always possible.
Yeah, that probably happened too. I can't remember. I know nothing. Yep, that's how I roll. So the website's a fantastic place where people can connect, and kind of gush over their love of pop culture as well as horror and Halloween and all other things under the sun. So yeah, it seems like you really want to bring that community together. Is there anything new that might not fit into a certain box that you're really excited for and want to push?
Well, as we were talking about artists, we just recently recognized that there's a lot of local tattoo artists.
Yes, yeah.
And so we're trying to recognize which ones, kind of specialize. Maybe they're really good at doing certain horror pictures or, something superhero or that type of thing. So we kind of want to start identifying those people and actually put them on the website as well. So,
yeah.
If somebody needs a Freddy Krueger on their calf, it would be nice.
Incidentally,
they know who to go to.
Incidentally, the Enigma will be in town here in the next few days.
He is so awesome.
Isn't he? He's so much fun. Yeah. And he's going to be little shameless plug for him. He's going to be at Elitch Gardens as the feature Halloween performer through the month of October. Yeah. So he'll be one of our next guests on this show at Mutiny Cafe. So you'll be able to get all your sideshow and tattoo and coffee all in one night.
Awesome. Yeah. And if you're looking to book the Enigma, he's on our website in the business directory. So
great.
All of the local performers, we try to get all of them listed on there as well. So
cool.
If you're looking for a costume or an artist or whatever it may, or a limo to take you to the haunted house, it's all on there. Nice.
I think we're about ready to wrap up. Is there anything else that you want to plug? Obviously plug the website.
Yeah, so the website is www, of course, but it's HalloweenEventsCO.com, or you can also go to popcultureeventsco.com, but they both go to the same website, so it doesn't matter which URL you go to. But we've gotten such a great response. A lot of people seem to be really appreciative about the time that they can save. That was another reason why we created the website, just because I was already doing all the research, and I'm telling you, we spend hours and hours and hours trying to make sure it's as complete as possible. But and if there's if you see something that's missing, there's an area on the website where you can submit that to us. So please do that, and we'll get that on there as soon as possible. And if you think there's a category that's missing, you can always email me and suggest a new category, or if you think that there's too many categories and it's becoming confusing, please let me know that too. But,
okay.
Or if you're just trying to figure out, because when you go to the website, if you click on a Friday or a Saturday during the month of October, it's pages and pages and pages. So if you're trying to figure out what do I go to, if I'm a family with a little kid, there's all these different farms and pumpkin patches. What's the best? Send me an email. I try to go to all of these places so that I can give you a personal perspective of what you're going to find there when you get there. So
there's a lot of stuff. I mean, not just like in Halloween, but like year round. It seems like every weekend there's some type of event.
Oh yeah.
And it's tough to hit them all. You need a staff.
I do, but I need more advertisers because ultimately that's the plan. We actually haven't pushed really hard on getting advertisers for the website because we wanted to make sure that our web traffic was up there. We wanted to make make sure that we had a good product to sell. So our web traffic is there now.
Oh,
People
good.
are using the site. They're coming back to the site. We're showing up in all kinds of different Google searches now. So
Nice.
we've done that piece right. So
Okay.
now is when you know, we want to get other people on board and say, okay, you know, you want to buy a banner ad on the website so that your event sticks out over the 50 other phones or whatever it is, you know, type of thing. So,
Nice.
yeah.
So go to the website. Okay.
Yes.
Do it
Frequently.
after we wrap up here. Okay.
Yes.
Do it then.
Yes.
But we'll post it again on this. We'll post it on the event page on Facebook. And Christy, thanks for having me over. You have this is the living room. Yeah, yeah, this is the living room. You should see what the bathroom looks like. Oh my gosh, it's a great display. I think the dog's trying to get in again. I think it's gotten through the first door.
Yeah.
It's coming for us.
He
We're
likes to-
fucked. Thanks so much, Christy. I appreciate it. And this is Dan Crosier with COFOH Live and Undead. And next week we're going to be interviewing a bunch of podcasters. We're used to being on doing the interviews. So I'm going to really fuck that one up too, because they're it's going to be so screwed.
Smurf, one of them.
Smurf is one of them.
Yes,
I'm
all
screwed.
Yeah,
Yay!
have fun with that.
Yeah. So anyway, have a good night. We're COFOH, Colorado Festival of Horror. One more shameless plug.
Yep, the Halloween Events Colorado. Check out the website over and over again. You're going to find all kinds of unique stuff going on.
That's right. There's a lot of stuff. Halloween's just around the corner. So you went by too fast. But let's make sure every day is Halloween.
Yeah.
All right.
Make sure your bunny suit fits.
It does, Christy. Trust me.
I can't
Post
wait.
photos again.
Yes. And we'll
That's
put
true.
them on our Facebook.
That's true.
page.
I've gained a pony cake. All right. Have a good night.
All right. Bye, guys.